Hi guys, this week's Wedding Minute, I want to talk about books to read before you get married. If you're anything like me, you love cuddling up with a good book. My mom was always super into reading books, and I have been in my lifetime, but quarantine has definitely gotten me back into it. I even started up my own book club. So I thought I'd bring this topic into our Wedding Minutes. And I got 5 books that everyone should read once they're engaged and kind of through the planning process. So here's the thing. Marriage is so much more than a beautiful wedding day with pretty flowers and a hop-in dance floor, although those are some of our favorite things. But after the wedding day, it's work. It's a learning process. It's loving and putting that effort into having a successful marriage. So for now, here are some books that will help you prepare for that time and maybe take a little break from the wedding planning stress. The first book is The 5 Love Languages, which you might have heard about before. This book talks about the 5 different ways people give love and receive love. So if you know your spouse's love language, it can kind of better help your communication skills with each other and overall just kind of set you up for a happy marriage. Another book to check out is The Art of Loving. It talks about love as an art form and something that you have to continually work at, which I think is pretty cool. Like so many things in life, we're not going to be just instantly perfect at marriage. It's going to be something that we're going to continue to learn and grow and keep working at. The next book is called All About Love. I'm actually almost done with this. I'm reading it right now. And I think it's a really cool concept. It kind of talks about how we've all been kind of taught how to love wrong. So it kind of sounds negative, but I think it's a really great book for anybody to read and just kind of reconsider how you're loving your spouse and even just your friends and family. Another book you can check out is called Marriage Meetings for Lasting Love. It's actually a weekly meeting about I think it's about 30 minutes for you and your spouse to sit down and discuss things. It kind of brings up different topics for you to go over. If you're anything like us, you're very busy. Obviously for us, it's running a business together. It can be kind of hard to set time aside for yourself and to focus on your marriage. So for anybody who's got a busy life, which I know we all do, I think this is a really cool concept to kind of force yourselves to sit down and treat your marriage just like you put work towards your job. And that way you can kind of keep coming back every week and putting work towards yourselves. My last book recommendation is more of a couple's journal. This is called A Year of Us. This is daily topics and questions for you guys to flip through and fill out together. Things like, is there something we can do in your least favorite season to enjoy it more? Or things like, what was one of the wisest choices you've ever made in your life? So I think it's just kind of fun. It brings you together. It takes your mind off of the daily stresses and normal work things just to talk about each other, and you might even learn something new. In addition to these books about love and marriage, I thought I would find one more book, maybe a little more about the actual wedding planning process. So I asked my friend Brooke over at B for the Day what she'd recommend. She actually recommended a book called Wedding Planning for Dummies, which sounds funny, and I know we can Google so much, but she does refer to this book every once in a while because if you're like me, you like to have a good solid book in your hands to kind of flip through and get good recommendations from. So there you have it, a few books to read before you're married. And just remember, beyond the beautiful dress and the yummy wedding cake, there's a lot of opportunities to keep loving and growing and working towards a happy marriage. If you guys have any other book recommendations, be sure to share them here and we will let other people know and maybe read them ourselves.